So here we are in our lovely Florida cul-de-sac. We are scanning the geometry of our houses that we're going to vaporize.
Aaron was going through all the different things that he had done and devised, and one of them was research that they were doing at UCLA for real-time 3D recording. I said, go back, tell me more. And it was at that point where I kind of wrote something along those lines and sent it to Radiohead's management. Just figured that they would probably be the only band that would actually take that kind of risk of actually making a music video without cameras. We actually ended up using 3 different systems. One is the geometric information, which is a metal box. The LiDAR scanner is basically a physically revolving scanner, which revolves 360 degrees and has 64 lasers. And then the other scanning system that we've used is also a LiDAR scanner, but it's mounted to pick up much larger ranges of geographical terrain.
So what we're doing is shooting a bunch of information at the scene, and it's bouncing back into a sensor. And then we're kind of analyzing distances and figuring out how to reconstruct geometry. Maybe the best way to explain it is that one would be more of like painting with oil paint or something that has kind of a really kind of accurate representation. And the other one is a much wider stroke, like a paint palette knife just rubbing over the scene. So what you get is something that's really large and really kind of rough versus something that's really accurate and really kind of representing reality a lot closer.
Turn all the way.
That's awesome.
On set, it was basically engineers and no cameras, no lights, just a scanner on the dolly, which looks very odd. Tom had initially sent me an email saying that there were a couple of things that the song had basically inspired visually in his head, which was vaporization and a party scene. So essentially we're choreographing the last scene in the video, which is where we come out of the party scene, which is the LiDAR data which is being recorded actually physically moving, and then it takes us into the cul-de-sac, which is obviously scans we made somewhere else, so we're having to comp them together so it can be one fluid shot.
Okay, that would be the cut!
The way the scanner works is the data kind of tends to kind of break up. So we can enhance that by putting different things in front of him. So we put a piece of perspex with little bits of mirror, which we shook around, and that distorts the image. So we just tried lots of different ways of distorting the data. So we did clean passes, and then we tried experimental passes of water was one of the things we tried. We tried dropping feathers in front, which didn't really work. So mainly this one kind of worked the best. Basically just the reflection going back just completely messed with the data, so it just makes it go mad.
Tails. And that would be the cut.
My hardest challenge yesterday was figuring out how to start the take, because normally I say roll camera, and we had no camera, so we were rolling computers all day. We were running off the rig off the back of the bus for 7 hours today under overpasses and traffic lights, and clearing dangerous hazards by inches, but capturing lots of cool visuals. And now our last part of our day is we're rigging our rotary laser up to our scissor lift, which is going to go 30 feet in the air and capture our house and environment behind it. 3 shots to go, and that'll wrap this video.
It's really exciting in that trying to do something visually very different than that's been done before. It's also very daunting because you're dealing with a lot of unknowns that I don't speak the same language as Aaron or a lot of these guys in here who do, so translating my creative visions and having them come to life through something I have no control over is daunting. In a weird way, it's a direct reflection on kind of where we are in society. Everything is data. I mean, everything around us is data driven in some shape or form, and we're so reliant on it now, and it seems like just our lives are digital, and so in that sense it definitely felt apt.